I just finished my job at the barbershop, and part of my payment is going to be to get a haircut. Although I'm not really cutting it. Say hi to my barber. What's up? Look at this beard game, y'all. Check out that mustache. Look at that. Oh yeah, oh yeah, he got it going on. So I watched him all day. He's a great barber. If you're in the area, please come get a haircut. I will post the address and phone number in the description box. But we're going to take about a ½ inch all the way around off because it hasn't been cut in a year. Over a year, actually, because it was May the last time I got it cut. So it's been over a year. May of last year for my birthday was my last haircut. So you guys get to witness some of it. I don't know if I'm going to film the whole thing because my hand will get tired. Oh, you going to do a scissor cut?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I do with the clippers.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
So if I do it, usually we do it.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as it don't end up being too dang short when you're done with a little this and a little that. Don't get scissor happy. I don't know how y'all do sometimes.
I'm happy with my scissors.
Like, oh wait, I gotta shape this part. Oh wait, I gotta do this. Next thing I know, I got ½ inch of hair all over my head.
You should have your mohawk.
Yeah, if you cut too much, we gonna end up with a mohawk.
You have your mohawk, you have to start over.
It's actually longer than I thought it was because I very rarely pick it out. So it's a lot of hair.
5 or 6 inches.
Ugh. And this was all shaved last year because I shaved my mohawk to the skin.
Oh, you do?
Oh yeah. So this was all, nothing was here last year on the sides, and I had it in a V in the back. So I had a legit mohawk cut.
Too legit. Too legit to
So
say.
yeah, my cousin cut it for me. And then I did a after that, after the mohawk, I did a regular what you call it, tapered cut. Yeah, I did that at the end of the summer. I did a tapered cut, so all this back here was cut too. After a while, yeah, at the end of last summer.
So what is your tag on there?
What tag where?
It's was it natural?
The nomadic natural.
The nomadic natural.
Yeah. You want to ask me questions? You can do an interview.
Yeah,
We can film that. Well, they asked me some questions earlier, but you got anything else? Otherwise, it's going to be a pretty boring video. You just cutting my hair. Somebody might find it entertaining.
They're going to be like, well, why are you cutting me this way?
So learn something.
So let's go back to the things you want to see on your travels.
Oh yeah. So I said some of the things that I would want to see within the next couple years of traveling the whole country would be Mount Rushmore, Niagara Falls, and the Grand Canyon. So those are some of the, like, I guess, touristy things I want to see.
Have you been to Vegas already?
No, I've never been to Vegas. My first time at a casino was in April when we went to Atlantic City. I don't gamble. I don't play lottery. I don't do any of that. So I went to Atlantic City with the Melanin Express group I was with, and we went to Atlantic City. So I played $5 worth of slots and lost 4. So. Yeah, no, I wasn't really trying to. I wasn't trying to be in it to win it or lose it. So.
Yeah, I get pouty when I lose.
Yeah, I was like, I just want to say I played it. So there.
So then,
but yeah, I will go to Vegas. Just, I mean, I don't know if I'll do any gambling because that's, like I said, this is not my thing. But I definitely want to go just to see the lights and the strip. You know, walk the strip.
When you hit California, you want to hit the bottom part and go all the way up?
You know what? I don't know because I've never had that whole, California. I've never really cared about California, so.
So then you should do the ocean side then.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, maybe. Something like that. It would be kind of cool to go see the Hollywood sign, though.
Well, yeah, you can see that while you're detour that.
Yeah, I want to go, like, take a picture right up there. Can you get up there, like, next to it, or no?
You
can't
close.
Really?
Okay. I think you can get close. I mean, some people's got up there because they painted it before, right?
Well, true, but I mean, as far as people that can, regular folk like me.
Yeah, regular folk like you.
I don't know if I want to be climbing up. I don't want to climb on the letters. I just want to take a picture like next to them or something.
You can jump over that fence. Make it fast.
Nah, I'm not trying to. I don't. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm not trying to go to jail in California. I'm not trying to go to jail at all. I've never been in jail. I don't want to start now. I'm good. That's an experience I don't need to have. Some things you want to experience, but that ain't one of them.
So have you had issues with like being in places and the police tapping your window?
The only time, and the funny thing is, the only time I've had, the 3 police knocks I've had have all been at home in Virginia. And they didn't make me move. They just wanted to know what was going on. And, you know, 2 of the police complimented me on the setup. Thought it was pretty cool. And they just wanted me to, you know, fine, go back to sleep. They didn't make me move. So, yeah. And the 2 of them, I was parked at 2 different times at 2 different libraries. And I guess I was in the back part of the public libraries where the employees park. But I guess when they were making their rounds, they decided to go through the back. They normally just kind of hit the front and keep going. But I guess those nights that I happened to be there, they did the back lot too. So it's nice the public libraries have the Wi-Fi on all night. So.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. So that's why I was parking there.
That's a good tip.
Yeah. So it was like, well, shoot, I'll park back here in the cut. Nobody can see me. I'm back behind the building, and the Wi-Fi's on. Shoot.
Now, does Starbucks do the same thing? Or they?
Oh yeah, Starbucks normally depends on where you go, but the ones that I've come across, their Wi-Fi's on all night. Okay. So. Yeah. So I've never. Yeah. So that like those 2 knocks was a police knock. One knock, I parked at this. It was near my job, the school I was working at. Up the street from them, they had this. Like a Messianic temple or something like that. I'm not sure if it was exactly Masons or anything, but it's some kind of temple. But all the years that I worked at that job, I've never seen cars parked there. But I know stuff goes on, but I think it's mostly on the weekends, and I don't park near my job on the weekends. So a couple nights a week, I would park, you know, like once a week I'd park there, or two times a week I'd park at the temple back in the furthest parking space under a tree. And so I guess one night I parked there, and one of the neighbors called the police because he said, you know, the neighbor, do you have permission from the temple to park here? And I said, actually, I don't. He said, well, you know, one of the next door neighbors called, and he said, but I see you're just sleeping. He looked in and everything. He saw I'm by myself. He said, you're fine. Just go ahead and stay. So, yeah, but it's funny because I had been parking there for a while, you know, not every night, but at least once a week I'd be there. And it's like my van hasn't changed, but I guess that particular night they was just in their feelings or whatever.
So do you have hard time finding places to park?
No, because if push comes to shove, I'll just go in the neighborhood and parallel park on the street with everybody else. That's usually like, you know, when it gets...
parallel park?
Oh, yeah.
You know, in Georgia, that's one of the things we don't do a whole lot of.
Really?
Yeah, have you noticed?
Well, I guess I haven't because I've been at the Walmart.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, the Walmart where I am, it's like the same people park there every night. So I've just kind of been, it's like a bunch of people that park there, and they're all like Georgia plates, so they live there.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's, and a couple of RVs are there every night. There's a couple vans there. There are people in cars, like at least 20 people every night that I've been there. So I haven't moved. I've just kind of stayed there.
Because in here, unless you're downtown, you're not really parallel parking too much.
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess that's why I didn't notice, so.
Most people are, you know, in the parking lot or in the parking garage or something.
Right.
These people down here, they can't parallel park very well. I mean, there's some people.
Right.
Required.
Yeah, if there's not a lot of parallel parking, you don't get a chance to practice it. But yeah, where I was in Virginia, there's a lot of neighborhoods parallel park in front of houses and stuff. But I don't park in front of, like, if you're parking in a neighborhood with houses and there's street parking like that, you always park in between the 2 houses. You know, don't park directly in front of either of them.
Okay.
Because that way, I mean, people are more apt to look out the window if they see a car right in front of their house.
Right.
But if you're kind of in between, then neither person knows who you're visiting, or if you're visiting even a couple houses down, you know? And if there's, you know, 10 other cars on the street, nobody's gonna really care. You don't ever want to be the only car parked on the street. Even if street parking is legal, I won't park on the street where nobody else is on the street. I won't be the only car on the street because it just looks more suspect when you're just one car. Even if it's legal, I won't do that. I find a street that has at least a few other cars on the street also. Just try not to draw attention to yourself.
When you go to like the national parks, Or not?
I haven't been to a national park yet.
Okay.
I have not camped at a national park. That's also on the list. But I can do that more out west. There's more BLM land out there. So I'm looking forward to that. Being out in some nature.
Yeah, you can go up there to Stone Mountain Park and do it.
Where's here?
Yeah. It's just down the road.
If I was gonna if I was gonna stay longer I would. Maybe I can do Friday night before I leave. Maybe I'll do Friday night. That might be fun. Yeah, I haven't done any of the
So we just
parks.
Trimming this.
Yup.
Usually
Just give me a big old shaped up fro.
Throw it out.
Yup. So she's even and not all jagged like she was. Not that I wear it out very often, but when I do, it's nice to have it look even.
You should pat it.
Yeah, that's what I do. Although sometimes I don't even do that.
So you're eating, when you eat, what's the best place you've eaten so far on the road here?
I try not to eat out a lot.
Okay.
I eat out if somebody takes me out. But I try not to eat out a lot. It gets expensive.
Right.
But, I mean, I'm a pescatarian, so it's a vegetarian that eats fish, but I'm a pescatarian who eats more than just fish. I eat, crabs, lobster, shrimp. I'll eat most of the seafoods.
Come from the water.
Yeah, I like seafood. I don't eat oysters though.
No.
No. I don't like oysters, and I don't like what's the other thing? Not clams. The other one.
Oh, that fish bait. Calamari.
Yeah, I don't eat that either.
Yeah, calamari. That's fish bait. People eat it though.
I know. And it's on everybody's menu as an appetizer, and I'm like, nope, can't do it. I don't care how good y'all claim it tastes. I can't do it.
They fish with that damn frog.
Yeah, I just can't do it. I had frog's legs once when I was a kid, but I didn't know they were frog
Tastes like
legs.
chicken, huh?
I know. I thought it was chicken wings. Little chicken wings.
To me, I thought it had a little fishy aftertaste.
But I was a kid though. I didn't know. It didn't stop me. It's like, oh well. I didn't know. Yeah. What I can see is looking good. I got a couple of spots where I'm missing hair. I have some alopecia. I think when I stop taking my meds, whenever I mess with my meds, it tends to do that. Get all that dandruff. I should shampoo it while I'm here.
Alright, we'll do that.
Oh, I can do it. You don't have to do it. You said you were hungry. Gotta eat.
I'm a barber. I'm a barbero.
And I remember the hours standing on my feet doing hair.
So you did hair?
Oh yeah, 22 years.
22 years?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
1990 to 2012. Yep.
Yeah, I've done it since 1989. To current.
Yeah. I mean, I still have a couple people I'll do their hair, cut their hair for them, but I don't have a license anymore. After 2012, I just was like, I'm not even really doing hair. I'm not going to renew this thing again.
Yeah.
And the price like doubled. I was like, yeah, that's okay.
Really? No, Virginia?
Yeah, Virginia. Yeah, when I started, it was like $25 every 2 years. Then it went up to $50 and $75. Then it was like $100 and something. I was like, you know what? I'm good.
Here it's
I'm
50.
straight.
Here it's 50, but
Seems like every 2 years it would go up.
Well,
I was like,
maybe because y'all was making all that good money.
I don't know. Yeah, but after 2012, when I wasn't really doing hair anymore, except for like friends, it's like, yeah, it's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. They trust me. I've been cutting their hair long enough. They don't care if I have a license anymore. So yep, I let it go.
Well, you can do that. You can do that too.
Yeah, I think when I go to the Van building RTR, I'll probably do some haircuts. Even if it ends up being a barter situation or like $5 cuts or something. It's gas money. And a lot of people in Vans, they don't get a haircut but once a year or once every couple years, sometimes even 3 or 4 years. So they might be needing one by the time they get out there in January.
Yeah. That'd be good.
Looks good. Just remember, I'm a female. I don't want no shape up around the edges.
No?
Nope. Don't touch it around my edges, please. I am a female. I don't need all that. Nah, don't do that. Don't need no line up, shape up. Alright, well I guess we're going to let this video go.
Okay.
I'm going to stop it here. Don't forget to come see
Spencer.
my buddy Spencer. I will post everything in the description box, and I will post a picture of the after on Instagram. Peace!
Oh, yeah.